Uh, it's another time out with Joy Jisoo. I'm here to drop some on how tips on teaching your child how to pray. Tips on teaching your child how to pray. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your comment is welcome. And what does Merriam-Webster Dictionary have to say about prayers? There's a one, say prayer is earnest request or wish. Point another definition, something prayed for. 3, religious service consisting mainly of prayers. In my humble definition, I will say that prayer is talking to God. I'm a practicing Christian. Prayer is talking to God or a supreme being. And I want to say, as human being, we have body, soul, and spirit. But prayer is an aspect of our life that help us develop spiritually. And children are not less human. Every child have body, soul, and spirit. And as we are raising our children, we should endeavor to develop all aspects of their lives. And one of the ways to develop their spirit being is by teaching them how to pray. Remember, I say prayer, to me, is talking to God. So, like I always say, any virtue you want to inculcate into your child, you have to role model them. Tip 1 on teaching your child how to pray, you have to be a person of prayer. Their child must see you pray, must hear you pray. Remember, the home is the first socialization agent for the child, and children learn by imitation. So when they see you pray and you pray out, they see, they will learn how to pray. So point 1 is that if you want your child to know how to pray, you have to be somebody that prays for the child to see, to hear, and to learn from. Point 2 about knowing how to pray is that you have to tell your child the meaning and the importance of prayers, what it means to pray, like I said, because if children don't understand something, sometimes they don't have a flow for such a thing. So you have to teach your child the meaning and the importance of prayers. Importance of prayer. That is, you have to tell them there's a supreme being that can take care of most of our impossibilities and that needs us to even talk to him regularly, just like a child communicates with the parents. So you have to tell them the meaning and the importance of prayer. That is point 2. Point 3, if you want your child to know how to pray, you have to make prayers a routine. That is like every morning is a daily activity in your house. Every morning the child prays. The child prays on the food. The child prays before going to bed. So if you want your child to know how to pray, prayer have to be a daily thing and at specific time in your house. It has to be a routine, and easy routine is morning prayers, night prayers, praying on food, and the rest. So if you want your child to know how to pray, you have to make prayer a routine in your house. Point 4, if you want to teach your child how to pray, you have to teach your child simple prayers. Simple prayers like blessing their food, like committing their sleep into the Lord's hand. God, I want to go and sleep. Please take care of me, take care of my family, take care of my friends. Teach them simple prayers. Teach them simple prayers. They don't need those complex prayers of yours. They just need the one they can understand at their level. So teach them simple prayers and let them practice it. That's point 4. Teach them simple prayers and let them practice it. Point 5, join your child to pray. Don't just pray for them to see. Don't just make it a routine. Always pray with your child or pray with your children. Let them pray. Like we Christians, we call it family devotion. Let them pray. Let them pray. And when they pray, participate with them. In this prayer, you will not be the only one to pray. Give them prayer points to pray on, and let them give you their own prayer points. But pray with them, and they too should be involved in that prayers. It shouldn't be all about you. That's point 4. Point 6. I said, sorry, I said, let them learn simple prayer. That's point 4. Point 6, point 5, pray with your children and let them be involved. Then point 6, let them learn to memorize prayers. Not just simple prayer. Like for me as a Christian, all these simple, the Lord's prayer, our Father who art in heaven, you can teach your children simple prayer that they can memorize. I remember when I was growing up on assembly ground, we used to say this, the Lord's prayer, regularly. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. We say it every day. Let them learn simple prayer and memorize it. Outside you teaching them, they should be able to memorize it and say it off heart on their own. Teach them to memorize simple prayers. I remember there are some simple prayer into my heart. Come into my heart. Lord Jesus, come in to stay. All those simple prayer, they should know it and they should be able to memorize prayer. And point 7, if you want your children to know how to pray, you have to learn to take them to public place of worship where they join other people to pray. Public place of worship where they participate with others in prayers. By the time they pray with you and they pray with others in public, I tell you, your child will know how to pray, because in the public, there's an aspect of prayers they are learning that might not even be existing in their home. And seeing other people pray, they will learn and enjoy how to pray. And I want you to know that praying is something that you have to teach your child how to do. Your child will always have a need at one time or the other that you can solve, but God can solve. Your child's needs spiritually needs to be met, and one of the ways to do that is to teach them how to pray. In all your child rearing practice, as you are trying to raise your children, raise them to be people that can pray. And prayer starts from when they know nothing. Thank you for joining me. I'm Joy Ejisu. Bye. Enjoy your day.